Hello, how are you doing? Welcome along to our weekly catch-up live stream here at FTUK. It's good to see you. How's your week gone? It is Friday, the 13th of September. I'm not superstitious at all, so that sort of thing does not tend to bother me. But hope you've had a good week wherever you are and whatever you've been trading. This is the first weekly catch-up I think we've done in September because last week, of course, we were doing non-farm payrolls, and a lot has been happening in a week, certainly at FTUK. We're going to be talking about our new free trials that launched last week. I want to just show everybody where that is and how you can get access to it. So if you've never worked with FTUK before, you can now try us out for free, which is a good thing to do. I'm also going to be talking about the ECB interest rate cuts from yesterday. It wasn't a massive event in the market, but still I want to show people how you can connect some of that fundamental stuff with your technicals and how everybody can use a news event like that to their advantage. So that is worth knowing. If you never ever thought about the fundamentals before, then definitely you want to have a look at that. And then finally we'll get on with the main event, which is doing our Discord giveaway. We're giving away 5 accounts in the live stream and we will announce the winners. Okay, so as always, please do head over to our Discord community. We have a very vibrant Discord community and it's now over 5,000 members as of last week. Yeah, please do join in. It is the first place to get any new information, what's been happening at FTUK, and get all of the new announcements. So yeah, please do scan that QR code and that will take you directly to the Discord community and get involved. And of course, please subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. That's always helpful, and we're going to be creating a lot more content on YouTube going forward into 2025. Okay, let's talk about the first thing, which is our free trials. This is something that is new to FTUK. If you haven't traded with a prop firm before, you got to pay. Maybe you're not really sure. You've read some reviews. Maybe you're a little bit wary, and understanding what it's like to work with a prop firm is different from a retail brokerage simply because you've got parameters around the way that the accounts work. You don't get that when you open a demo account with a brokerage. So what we've done is we've launched a new free trial of one of our programs here at FTUK that everybody can get involved in, and it's free. It's not going to cost you anything, but it only lasts for 14 days. So I suspect 14 days is probably around about the right amount of time if you want to try it, because you've got to download the platform. You've got to get used to how the dashboard works, the information that you got access to, getting it set up on your phone, and all of those kinds of things, and then trying it and seeing what it's like as a prop trader. You can do that for free now with FTUK. So it's dead easy to find. There's a link in the description of this video, which you can just click on, and that will take you straight to the page where you can get set up and sign up for a free trial. Or alternatively, if you are a little bit more like me and a bit more traditional, type in www.ftuk.com and that will take you to the website itself. You can see it there in front of you. That's our new sparkling new homepage. And what we've done, we've stuck the free trials right in this top navigation bar here, right at the top of the page. So all you need to do is click on that one there, and that will take you to all of the information that you need for the free trials. So it's limited only to 14 days. Obviously, 2 weeks is plenty to give everybody a taste of what it's like working with FTUK. You also can only work with DX or Match. This is not a C trader option on this one. So you've got to work with DX, which obviously you can download the app for that, or just the traditional desktop version if you want to use Match. I mean, you can use desktop with DX, but you've got the mobile option with DX. So you decide on what it is you want to do, and then scroll down and you'll get all of the rules. It's going to be 100k starting balance on the account, obviously Match and DX. There's some rules attached to it. This is based roughly, loosely, on our two-step evaluation, the first bit of our first challenge, the first phase of the two-step. So you're going to get a 10% static drawdown with a 10% profit target, a generous amount of leverage, 30-1, which will be very popular as well. There's no stop loss. You don't need to worry about anything like that. You can do news trading, all of that type of stuff. But remember, it is a prop account. So those breaches, you will need to adhere to all of that. Otherwise, it will cut you off at the knees, because that's the way that prop accounts tend to work. If you want to have a look at the FAQs as well, just click that one there, and that will take you to some more information on the FAQs. So everything is there, and you can get signed up for the account, and then you can give it a try from there. It has been popular already. We're going to be putting some more promotional material out about it on the social networks over the course of the next few weeks. So it's now an option with FTUK. So please do give us a go. If you've never used FTUK accounts before, then please do give it a try. And see how you get on. And of course, we've got a great customer service team as well. Any questions you've got, if you're not sure, just send in the chat bot, send us an email, and somebody will get back to you. Okay, let's talk about yesterday. We obviously had an interest rate cut from the ECB. Nearly said Federal Reserve. Then we had an interest rate cut from the from the ECB yesterday, which is obviously going to be the backdrop for what's going to happen with the Federal Reserve this month. And we are in the meat and potatoes now of the best trading session sort of area of the year of 2024. So the interest rate cuts, they are meaningful, and we are expecting the markets to pay attention to these, obviously. But the event itself wasn't really much of a game changer. So usually when you get something like that, I look at the currency. Okay, so how did the euro do yesterday? And that is usually something that sets up in your mind as a trader an interpretation of how the market is seeing the price action and how the market is going to react to some of the fundamentals. That is so important. So many traders, they ignore the fundamentals completely, and you definitely should not do that. You should bring them into your sphere, even if you don't understand a huge amount about it. And so what I want to talk about now is how we can use an event like yesterday and bring that into a sphere that anybody can use as an edge for themselves moving forward over the next few weeks and over in the run-up to Christmas. So we had a cut from the ECB. It was largely expected. It wasn't a game changer price action-wise, but we can still use it as useful information. The rough bit from the press conference as well is that the ECB remain data dependent in their approach to how they're looking at the interest rates. Now, data dependency, what that basically means is it means that the central bank is looking at the information that's coming forward week to week, month to month, jobs data, housing data, energy data, all of that stuff, inflation data, and it's then making its next decision based on the information that's coming forward towards them. They're not projecting too far out into the future, basically. And that in itself is just useful bit of information. Now, this is where everybody starts to get bogged down. I pulled out a lot of the fundamental information about yesterday's press conference, and it gets a little bit daunting for a lot of people. We're expecting roughly quarterly rate cuts throughout 2025, so it means there's probably not going to be one in October. Maybe we'll get another move from the ECB in December. The market is pricing in the cuts a little bit faster than they normally would do. There's uncertainty around inflation. That is the skinny around some of the fundamentals. But what if you don't want to really do an economics degree to understand how to use this information and edge? Well, you don't actually really need to know a great deal about this. I mean, certainly everybody will benefit from a trading point of view if you do grapple with it, but you can still get a gateway into it, and that is what I want to look at today. So if you don't want to get bogged down with it, what we can do is we can always take the fact that there was a market moving event yesterday and measure the price action movement against what actually happened in the news. So we had the cut. It wasn't a game changer. How did the euro behave? Obviously, the euro is immensely sensitive to anything that the ECB is doing, as are the Bund, the German bond market, all of those interest rate markets as well. But from a retail trading perspective, from a prop trading perspective, a lot of interest would always be around the euro. So how did it do? Well, it didn't actually move that much, but what we should do as a trader is we should measure that. And this is an exercise that everybody can do. You can go into the market, you can look at the reaction yesterday, and you can start to build for yourself a picture of how the market interprets that kind of an interest rate cut, which was expected. It wasn't a shock. So we didn't have any violence, but what happened to the euro? Did it rally? Was it very bearish? Did it fall off a cliff? Was it fairly muted, range bound? And then also ask yourself these questions. How far did it move? What was the actual distance? And measure it against other currencies as well. And what that does is it starts to paint a really good picture in your mind about how the euro is going to react to different market events, what we could expect, and which currencies it's strongest or weakest against. It's a really simple exercise, but it's astonishing at how many traders miss this kind of simple type of analysis. So this is basically all you need to do, and everybody can do it. So I'm going to head over to TradingView and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm on my TradingView charts now, and I've got in front of me here, I've got a 15-minute time frame of the euro against the dollar, which is obviously the most traded foreign exchange pair in the world, hands down, still to this day. And you can see we've got yesterday's Thursday session there in front of us. So overall, we can see that for yesterday, for Thursday, we had a bullish day on the euro dollar. The dollar was getting weaker and the euro was getting stronger. Now, all I'm looking to do is I'm looking to gauge a rough idea of how far the market reaction was based on what happened yesterday in Frankfurt with the ECB and the fact that it was a fully priced in rate cut. Well, that easy to do. Just pick up your measuring tool, your ruler get in TradingView, and just you don't even need to go right over the actual event itself, just top to toe roughly, which direction did we go and roughly how far did we actually move? Well, we can see there, it's very, very clear. We moved 69.5 pips. And we moved to the upside, so the euro got stronger, which is just over 0.5%, 0.63%. In currency terms, we would always be looking on a 1% basis. So any given day, you'd be thinking any currency should move within a range of about 1%. So you can see it's not a huge reaction, relatively directional. And as we've spilled over into Friday's price action, we're sort of holding those ranges as well. That's really useful information. Even no reaction is useful information when you start to block it against other different currencies as well. So that's the euro against the dollar. Let's take another one as well. The euro against the Japanese yen. Now, this is a slightly different picture. A lot more range bound you can see from yesterday's price action. So let's look roughly, what did we get? Well, we sort of got we did actually get officially, we did get an update. Wasn't very much, but what sort of range did we get? Now, we'd be expecting more on the yen with the end of these prices. So top to toe on that, roughly about 97 pips, just shy of 100. That sounds about normal. Nothing absolutely spectacular, nothing completely muted. Somewhere in the middle sounds about right. Roughly, if we had to pick a direction, you would say officially that is a bullish day. So we've got a little bit of euro strength against some Japanese yen weakness. And also what's interesting to note is the market reaction subsequent to that as well. So Friday, we're now well underneath that range as well. So can you see how what I'm doing? I'm pulling these bits together and putting a very logical picture around the currency. Okay, so all you basically need to do is step through the different currencies that are against the euro and just do that very simple analysis, and you'd be amazed at how useful that can be to give you an insight into how the euro reacted against that kind of news event. Why? Because when you see that kind of reaction, you can use that as an edge going forward as the new information starts to get printed in the coming weeks and the coming months. It's immensely valuable information and really simple analysis. So let me just go back to my slides. There we go. So you can see what I've done here is I've just put those ranges into a really simple table. It doesn't get any more simple than this. 69 pips roughly on the euro dollar. We were bullish. 96 pips are against the yen. 40 pips against the Swiss franc. And then the ones where we were weaker against those currencies is pretty much break even against the pound, because the pound is reasonably strong at the moment. 21 pips it lost out against the pound. And then also, this is interesting. Look at the commodity currencies, the Australian dollar against and the Kiwi, the New Zealand dollar. That connection with China didn't do well against those at all. They were some of the worst performers. Minus 87 pips against the Australian dollar and minus 82 pips against the New Zealand dollar. That in itself is useful information. So we know roughly from an inline expectation of a rate cut, which we should be then getting in December, that generally has a lifting effect on the euro as a whole, except against the commodity currencies, which are a little bit more problematic. So what we can do is we can use that as an edge. So if we didn't get that kind of market reaction, if we didn't get that information in December from the ECB, like they didn't cut, you could then use that as a template for looking for opportunities on some of the other currencies. You don't have to trade the euro against the dollar every single time out. You don't need to. You can then use that information to look for an opportunity in one of the other currency pairs if it is mispriced in some way. That in itself tells you something that you can't see from just looking at a chart pattern or looking at an indicator or following your strategy or looking at an order block in the market if you do that type of trading. But this is a very simple way of connecting some of the fundamentals, how the market reacted to the news, because you do get those reactions with how the currency actually performed. And you can do this with the ECB, you can do it with the Federal Reserve next week, or any of the big central banks, or any of the big bits of news that come out. And it's a very simple gateway into becoming a better trader. And ultimately, that's what it's all about. We're always looking for anything that's going to give us an advantage. Okay, that's a good look at the ECB from yesterday. Now, finally, the bit that I'm sure everyone has been waiting for, and that is this. We decided to give away 5 10K accounts over the course of the week. All you need to do is enter the competition. That's obviously now closed. Sorry, it's not a competition. I apologize. It was just a straightforward giveaway. You needed to enter your email, and then you'd be in with a chance of winning the 10K account. They are 2-step evaluation accounts, and we've got 5 to give away. And we said last Friday in the non-farm payroll stream that we would give them away in this stream, and that's exactly what we are going to do. We're going to give away all 5 accounts now. So we've got the computers to do all the fancy mathematics and however that does drawing entries at random. We've got all the email addresses and the contacts. So it's time to give it a go. Let's see what happens. Okay, so first up, drum roll, hopefully. The first account goes to Rory Trader 1. Congratulations, Rory. Well done to you, sir. Congratulations. That's so a 10K account will be going your way this weekend. Usernames, it can be difficult. Oh gosh, right. The second one goes to Joan Matthias. Well done. Congratulations to you, Joan. Hope you had a good week in the markets. And a new account is coming to you this weekend as well. That's 2 down. There's 3 more to go. The next one is Harsh 33199. Congratulations. I have no idea whether you're a man or a woman, but congratulations to you. You've got an account coming your way this weekend too. A couple more to go. G Patterson 46. Is that Gary or Gareth or Gabby? I don't know, but congratulations to you. You've got an account as well. And the final one is going to go to Achibed Ahmed, congratulations to you. Well done to you, sir. And you've got the final one. So that's 5 10K accounts. And a big round of applause. 5. Congratulations to everybody that happened to win an account. So there you go. So we will get all of that stuff emailed out to you as soon as the stream has finished. And just a quick reminder: they are accounts they are live accounts, so you can use them. But just because you've not paid for them, take them seriously. We've had a lot of traders that just leverage up on gold recently, and blowing up is very easy to do when you over leverage yourself. So take it easy, take the account seriously, and you'll be able to spin some money out of that if you pass the evaluation. So it is a great opportunity. And obviously there's going to be more opportunities at FTUK as well in the coming weeks and the coming months. Obviously I mentioned this as well last Friday. This is going to be starting soon. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. We've got a monthly trading competition. Thousands of dollars in cash prizes to give away every single month. The registration is going to open soon. The emails are going to be going out in the next week or so. So please subscribe your email on the website and pay attention to that, because that's going to be starting soon. But it's going to be limited to, I think it's about 200 applicants. So it really is on a first come, first serve basis. It don't cost anything to enter, and you could win yourself. If you make the most money, you could win thousands every single month. Yeah, it's really, really super cool. Wow. Congratulations to everybody that managed to win an account in our giveaway. Good week in the markets. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck with your trading next week, and we will see you all next Friday.